Slashing is the name of the game here for this fight. Jak 3 really isn't that difficult of a fight. It's really just about slashing as efficiently as you can. The fight itself, you basically don't take any damage, though you can. I have died in the Jak 3 fight, but for the most part, it's not about taking damage. It's just about positioning yourself in the right ways to get as many hits on as many eyeballs at the same time as possible, with a few gimmicks to it that you have to do. Okay? One of them being you need to constantly get stabs on the eyeball under his tail. You need to destroy one of his eyeballs when he's up top so that he staggers and you get free hits on the eyeball under his tail. And a few other things. And then there's the whole second phase of the fight as well. So yeah, I guess we'll just jump into it, and we'll just play it by ear. I'll just try to show you my standard path to the fight while explaining things at the same time. Yeah, let's just jump right in. And I turn off the sound. I think I turn off the sound. Yeah, let me fix that.
One of those is mine.
Zoe, get your ass back to the house. I will deal with you later.
So yeah, the start of the fight's the same every time, pretty much. Just get some slashes in, and then block a hit. Get more slashes in while you fall down. Right here, and then, right as you hit the ground, you want to do a stab, okay? To hit the eyeball under his tail. It's like an instant, okay? And see, I did it instantly and I still missed. I think it's because I paused, but it really is that instant, okay? I think pausing hurt that there. So now I start the fight hitting these two eyeballs, and you can hit them both at the same time if you play your cards right. But collision is weird for them, so they're not, even though you can see them, you can't always just straight up hit them. So you kind of got to get used to how the collision works on the eyeballs. And sometimes I'll maybe switch to this eyeball if I feel like I can get a free hit on it, stuff like that, and that's pretty much all that's going on. And you know what? I need to show you what to do when he swings with each arm. Those are the two main attacks of the fight. He swings with his right arm or left arm, so I'm going to intentionally bait out a swing and try to show you what I do. For the right arm, which is the arm on this side, I just run away. You just need to book it. Okay, but for the left arm, you can actually run under it and not get hit. So let me just show you that. Like this. Okay, so I didn't realize I was up against the wall there. If you're not up against the wall, you can book it and dodge it. That was really unfortunate. And get a stab here. Like that. And so now we're gonna stand like this, okay? So that he attacks with his right arm. Left arm, I mean, sorry. Oh, okay. So this is a good time to talk about RNG in the fight. Whenever Jak comes up, he can always instantly come back down, which is really bad. We want him to stay up there and attack with his arm, which lets us hit the eyeball on his head freely, okay? And in addition to that, we need to stagger him, which we do that by destroying that eyeball while he's up there, which allows us to attack the eyeball under his tail. So this is just bad RNG, it happens. So we're just going to carry on as if nothing happened, and now we're on this side, and we try to get multi-hits. Notice how I'm hitting both eyeballs at the same time? Like this. And then you can turn, hit that eyeball, and we're just vibing here, getting damage in. Don't stop slashing. And you know what? I need to bait out an attack, like this. Okay, well, everything's going wrong for some reason, but I swear you are able to duck under it. I think it's because I'm baiting it out, I'm slightly out of position. I'll try to do it again. Nope, he didn't do it. That attack basically never hits you because you never stand in front of him anyway. See if I can bait it out. Like that. Okay, glad I was able to show you. Yeah, I think if you're intentionally baiting it out, by intentionally baiting it out, I was a little further away than I normally am. Alright, we can get another stab in. like that. It's important to note that if you weren't baiting out attacks like I was, there's a good chance you were going to destroy one of those 3 eyeballs that was hitting there, right? And it's very important that you don't destroy 2 of them. Okay, if you destroy 1, you might want to start attacking the tail or something if you think you might destroy a second one. Okay, specifically, well, in the situation where you get bad RNG like I did, and the eyeball in his head will not get destroyed here, it's actually fine. But if you don't get bad RNG at the start, then you do have to actively be thinking about this, okay? And it has to do with the fact that when the 4th eyeball you destroy in the fight causes a cutscene to play where Ethan is stunned for a few seconds because the boathouse catches on fire. Okay, so assuming he didn't come down immediately with the bad RNG earlier in the fight, okay, then I would be about to destroy the eyeball on his head, okay? Keep in mind, I destroyed an eyeball at the start of the fight. So if I destroyed 2 eyeballs there, so before he climbed, I destroyed those 2 eyeballs I was hitting at the same time, well then that would be 3 eyeballs destroyed, right? So then, if right now I were about to destroy the eyeball on his head, upon destroying it and him staggering, Ethan would be stunned for a few seconds, okay? And so those few seconds are seconds you are not slashing the eyeball under his tail, which is a big deal, okay? You do not want to miss out on damage to the eyeball under his tail, and if you destroy that eyeball like I do at the start of the fight, which you probably will, and then you destroy 2 eyeballs in that part I was just at before he climbed, well then this eyeball you destroy now will be the 4th eyeball, and then you'll get stunned, so you have to be cognizant of that. It specifically does not matter here because he gave me the bad RNG though, so we won't be destroying the eyeball on his head now anyway. Let's see what he could decide to come down right away again, so we'll see. Okay, we're good. And here we just get 8 hits in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So right as I start the 7th hit is when I start running forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, running forward, 8. I ran for it a little early there, but it was still fine. I still got the hit in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, I've gotten a 9th hit on it before, but I think it's RNG and extremely, extremely, extremely rare. I think it's RNG based on the specific animation his head is in. Because his head does like random animations, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now, at one of these times, it could be now, I'm not sure, you're going to see him wiggle. When he decides to come back down, he wiggles, okay? I find it, if you've played Resident Evil 2 Remake, the G infants, right before they despawn, they kind of wiggle and then they sink into the water. When I see this animation, I think about that. So if you see his little wiggle, that means he's about to come back down. Like that. Okay, so now we want to make sure we destroy another, we don't destroy 2 eyeballs before he climbs. So what I'm going to do is, just to make sure I don't destroy a second eyeball before he climbs, I'm just going to focus on this tail. Because you have to destroy it at some point anyway. He's about to climb. Okay, get the stab off. Like that. It definitely would take some practice. Now, as long as he doesn't come down right away, he will stagger here. And because we've only destroyed 2 eyes, this will be the 4th eye. This will be the 3rd eye, and will not get stunned. Okay, so he's not going to stagger yet. He's going to stagger on the next one. Oh, actually, I got an extra hit in, so we're good. So here we're destroying the eyeball under his tail, and we destroyed it. I can't, but you can. And so, this is probably the most important part of the fight. But if you destroy the eyeball under his tail while he's in that stacker, he will always say like one of 6 very rare lines, okay? And I see them kind of like trading cards, and you gotta try to collect them all. Try to get every single unique rare voice line he says there. And if he says one of the better unique voice lines there, that's like kind of like a blessing for your run. And I will like to point out that in my world record run, I get the best line, in my opinion. Well, there's 2 really good lines, and I get the best one. So you can go check that out if you want. But yeah, try to collect them all. Have fun. And so here on this part of the fight, he's already climbing well. He climbed very fast there. So now we're attacking his other eye. So before we were standing there, now we're standing here so that he attacks with his opposite arm. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can get 7 hits on it if you do it optimally. So you want to stand far away to not get hit, but not so far that you don't get hits in. Okay, the wiggle means she's coming back down. Alright. Let's get these 2 eyeballs out of the way now. Let's try to at least. So I like to hit that big eyeball, and then when I think this eyeball is available, I go to town on it, and then it starts getting away from me, so then I focus on this, and then I switch. It's not, you know, you kind of just gotta wing it, but that's what I like to do. He gave me a really good tail pattern right there, which is nice. So I'm going to try to destroy this if I can, but if I don't, it's not the end of the world. He's about to climb. So something to note is when he's in this animation, his eyeballs can't be destroyed. So I'm not sure if that tail health reached 0, but if it did, it can't die while he's in that animation. So if... oh, he's going back down. I saw the wiggle, which means he's coming down. So if that eyeball reached 0 health, it's going to take 1 more hit after he's not in the climbing animation to actually do it. It was not, but if it was, then it would have. Since I can destroy the other eyeball when he's up, since I can destroy this eyeball when he's on the top floor, I wanted to just focus on the other one, but coincidentally I did destroy it in time, which is nice. Alright, next part. Here's the next thing to explain is... again, this is something I haven't done a lot of research on, but enough to know that I like standing in a specific spot before Jack pops up here. Okay. At the very least, I know it matters, but I haven't done enough research to find the most optimal spot. I just picked the spot that I like, and I think it works. Okay. Where you stand before he pops up determines Jack's position here, but not really. It shouldn't. But, like, it changes Jack's position by probably a few inches. Right? And those inches matter. When he attacks and you clip through his arm, if you don't do this, you won't be able to actually like get through his arm. Whereas if you do, then you can, and it's really weird, but I'll just show you. I'll show you where I like to stand, and then we'll go from there. So I like to stand around here-ish. And this makes it so he's like 3 inches displaced, and it's enough. So what's happening here in phase 2 is there are literally 4 different things that happen in the fight. Okay, he attacks with his left arm, which he's doing now. He attacks with his right arm. He attacks with his left arm, but it's the 4th hit of the fight. He attacks with his right arm, but it's the 4th hit of the fight. Okay, he has 2 standard attacks, left or right arm, and then he has a special attack every 4th hit. A special left-handed left arm attack or a special right arm. So how it works is to dodge each attack is you just run to whatever arm is swinging. So he's swinging with his left arm, so I'm going to run to the side of his left arm, which is to my right. Okay. And then you always want to get 2 hits in if you can. So he's swinging with his right arm, which means we get to the left side of the fight, which is his right arm. And right there, you saw how I kind of just ran right by his arm? You have to crouch to clip inside it, but then once you stand up, you're past the arm, right? You can't do that if you stand in certain spots before Jack pops up. Before Jack pops up, if you are... I don't know the specifics because I haven't done this in a while. But if you don't stand in the spot I stood in and stand in what I guess is a bad spot, you won't be able to fully run through his arm for some reason. Because I guess he's like 3 inches displaced and who knows why. Right? And I haven't been counting, but I think this is going to be the 4th hit. So let's see. No, I was wrong. This is the 4th hit. So this is this is a right arm fourth hit, which means he just sits there, you clip inside his arm, and you just try to get hits in, finding his eyeball, and then you wail on him. So that was a pretty bad damage, but whatever. Good hit. And there is a degree of multi-hit potential in this fight, but because the SRT doesn't show the eyeball health, you can't ever know for sure if he multi-hit or not. If you hit his body but not his eyeball, it doesn't count. Okay, so this is a left arm fourth attack, which means you do the double stab, like you just saw me do. Try to stab his eyeball 2 times. It's not easy to do, though. So you want to be getting 2 hits every time, if you can. It's not easy to get a second hit here. But if you can, get 2 hits every time, and then every 4th hit is when it's different. So this is the 4th hit right arm attack. So we gotta try to find his eyeball. We can't see, so you just kind of swing and where you think the eyeball's gonna be. And then you wail on him. Don't forget to wail on him. I missed the hit there, sad. When he swings with his left arm, it's a lot easier to get 2 hits in than with his right arm, for sure. Like, that might have been a multi-hit, but I'm not sure. Until we have an SRT showing the eyeball health, we can't know for sure. 2 hits in, that's ideal. And this is the 4th hit, so he's just gonna sit here, and I gotta try to find his eyeball. Found it. And you notice I'm blocking. You don't actually have to block, it's just in case I mess up. That again really felt like a multi-hit, but we don't know for sure. I forgot this was his 4th hit. And that's the Jak 3 fight. Remember to press F when prompted, and then you're set. For the Mia section, you might want to set up your cursor. I always pick up a chem, so the Mia section cursor is going to be right there if you want to, but you will get a future opportunity to set it, so it doesn't matter. You should press F.
You want me to cure him?
Are you alright?
Yeah.
Come on. Mia's waiting for us.
You gotta make sure to inject Mia, because if you don't, you have to do an additional boss fight later on in the game. So, a lot of time lost if you inject Zoe. So yeah. Also, it's canon. So.
I had to use one of them.
And that's gonna be it. I will be showing an additional fight though before I end the video. I'm gonna reset after I inject
There's only
Mia.
one left.
Next video is gonna start on the boat section, and I probably will fast. The first part of the boat section is like a big auto-scroller, basically. So I'll probably fast forward through it. Maybe I'll have a few things to say here and there, but for the most part I'll fast forward through it, and then we'll actually start the boat section. But yeah, we're gonna do another Jak fight now. So let's do it. The good thing is there's an autosave right here, so we just chain directly into the fight. And I'll try to have 0 pauses now, just to have a complete fight.
I will deal with you later.
Hit in, another hit in, block. Try to get another hit in. Get more hits in. Stab. Got it. Now we start slashing.
This is getting old, Jak.
Multi-hit there, because I hit both eyeballs. Got a hit on this tail, which is nice. He's about to climb, but he stands still when he does this, so I like getting a few hits on his tail. He's about to climb. Oh, okay, we're good. Got it. Stand here, and hopefully he attacks right away, but like you saw in the last fight, you can get that RNG. We did not get better RNG. Good stuff. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember, I'm looking for the wiggle. If I see the wiggle, that means it's coming back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the wiggle, which means this comes down. You can get like an extra hit on that eye, even though I missed. Don't mind me. And now we start getting our multi-hits here. Beautiful multi-hits right there. Okay, that was a triple hit, I think. I'm not sure of that. Okay. Good damage. Really good damage. Great fight so far. I'm hitting them on the left of my screen, which is really nice. Doesn't always happen. Great damage. Okay, so now to not risk destroying the eyeball when because remember, it's like I said, if you destroy the eyeball, a second eyeball now, right there, then this eyeball will be the fourth eyeball you destroy, which means you'll be stunned, which is really bad. Oh, he's coming down. That's sad. Well, now I have plenty of time to destroy both eyes, so I'm just gonna do that. Just want to focus. If he's gonna give me a good tail pattern, I want to focus damage on it, on this eyeball. Good. Really good tail pattern. Damn it. Good. That tail can be pretty brutal to destroy. Okay, I destroyed this, so I definitely want to destroy this now, because I know it's close. Okay, that's the fourth eyeball destroyed, so the stun happened. He's going to climb soon, but I want to get as much damage as I can on this eyeball. This is a really good fight so far. This is a world record pace fight, that's for sure. He's trying to climb right now. Okay, let's get another stab in just to make sure we can destroy the eyeball under his tail. Once we stagger him right here, as we're about to do. Unless he gives us bad RNG, which can happen. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then he will stagger right here in 2 or 3 hits. Oh, damn it. I was wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn it. I got the bad line both times. This is one of the lamer lines. Ah, can't die. I would rate that line a common. Make sure you don't get hit by that. And this is the last arc. So last eyeball, we're gonna stand here and get hit. And then that'll be the fight. You can get 7 hits in, like I said before. If you're optimal. You have to stand in the right spot. He wiggled, so he's coming down, and we're going to finish the fight right here. So a lot of the fight is just understanding how much damage you have on each eyeball. If he climbs, it's not the end of the world, but I would like to destroy it now. It would be much faster. Okay, good. And remember, I like to stand, well, he's kind of blocking my way, but I like to roughly stand here-ish. And it does matter where you stand for sure, 100%. Okay, if you get up fast, you can get 2 hits in there, which is nice. Every hit counts here. 2 hits, good. Two hits. Nope. It's the 4th hit. Stab. Missed it. It's not consistent getting that 2nd stab at all. It's definitely based off the animation of his head, so it's tricky. Really good. Overall, great fight so far. This is like a very, very, very good fight. You'll be very happy with this fight in the run. 100%. This is the 4th hit, and I forgot. Get a whale on him. Good. I'm blocking just in case. Is this the 4th hit? I can't remember, honestly. It is. And I missed a lot. I missed like 3 hits there. That was bad. It really does make a difference getting really good hits on this fight. Because every 2 hits you get, that like skips that whole animation of him swinging and stuff. Okay, 4th hit. Good. I think one of those might have been a multi-hit, except we have no way of knowing. That sounded like a multi-hit, but I'm pretty sure it hit his arm and the eye, so it was not a multi-hit. Okay, now this is the 4th hit on this side, so it's a stab, stab. Stab 1. Stab 2, I got it. Notice I'm also taking advantage of Ethan's stagger animation. I'm making it so I stagger towards the eye, which doesn't really make a difference, but I think it helps a little bit. Almost done. Oh, nice. That's gonna be it. Okay, we're gonna see you at the Mia section now. See you there. It's gonna be it. Goodbye.
Ethan, this way.
Yeah, nobody loves me!